Hello twin flames, this is Victoria and I'm here with your daily energy check. Welcome to my channel, whether you're new or you're coming back, and let's get started. Today I wanted to start with the angel therapy deck, so we'll get a little bit of guidance and advice. I've been hearing that people are going through a lot, the energies are hitting pretty strongly this week, so that's what we're gonna do. We'll get advice for each of the twins first, and then of course we'll go straight into the reading. All right, let's see. First of all, what do we have for divine feminines watching? Hope you guys are doing great. Let me move the table just a touch. There we go. The 3-3 portal was pretty interesting. I feel like that energy is the strongest right now. And it's taking us right into the new moon in Pisces this weekend. It's going to be another powerful lunation. Of course, especially if you have a lot going on with Pisces or Virgo, because those are the opposite signs. Okay, so for the feminines, we have manifestation power. Use your spiritual gifts and natural abilities to attract your desired outcome. This is your preparation for the new moon. I was just talking about it, right? This is that, well, preparation doesn't necessarily mean that you just sit and do nothing and then when the peak of the new moon arrives, you're like, okay, now it's time to go. No, this is you already doing the manifestation. It's almost like it's important to bring your thoughts, feelings, and wants together during this time and already start the manifestation process, and then it's gonna anchor itself, it's gonna get solidified during the new moon. And of course you can encourage it by doing a ritual. Pisces is the water sign, so it might be a good idea to do something with water or by the body of water. For masculines, we have you asked your angels for help with crisis? Very interesting. With this, sorry. Maybe it is crisis for some of them. Your angels want to help you with this situation. However, they require your permission before they can intervene in your free will choices. It's a very interesting take on it, because we say a lot of times that we're supposed to ask for advice. But this is not just advice, this is like, I need help, I'd like you to help me with this, right? And angels need permission for, at least for this specific situation. All right, let's see what we have with tarot. Cards are jumping out today, it's good. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups, beautiful, beautiful new beginning. Love for life, I'm hearing, love for self, love towards others. Okay, we'll just go with it. Five of Swords, but it needs to be true. It's like almost going back and saying, I don't want it if it's not true, right? Like, I don't want to manufacture relationships. I don't want to be friends or in partnership with someone because it's a useful one, because it looks good on paper, whatever it is, right? Because my friends say that we look good together, whatever, right? Like, this nonsense has to stop, right? And even if before, like, and I'm not necessarily saying that the person is taking advantage of the other one, right? There's a good chance that they are taking advantage of each other, but it doesn't make it better. It's not real, it's not true, right? You can't build an intimate, trusting relationship based on that, right? And you can't make yourself. This just doesn't, it's not how it works. And a lot of people are wondering, like, why is it so easy to get along with this person and it's so hard to get along with the other one? First of all, there are certain soul contracts, and there may be some patterns and behaviors that, you know, that we've been paired together against, so that we can teach each other certain lessons, certain to draw certain conclusions, But also a lot of it has to do with the energy frequency and vibration. And if we're not vibrating on the same frequency, then, and sometimes people are close enough, right? Then you can get there, you can bring each other to the same one pretty easily. But if the difference is pretty vast, it's almost like you're speaking a different language. And then one person, whoever is stronger, kind of pulls the other one towards them, either pulls them up or pulls them down, depending on where they are. But guess what? It takes a lot of energy. Even if the stronger one is in the light energies, in the higher frequency, pulling the other one up takes a lot of them. And then it still doesn't feel that good, right? Maybe from time to time, but not always. Anyways, divine feminines, you have Page of Swords, clarified by the world. Speaking of closing old cycles that did not have honest communication with them, now is the time. And sometimes it's not even saying a lie. It's not like, oh, I'm being dishonest with you by saying something that I don't believe. Sometimes it's just about not talking about things that matter. Sometimes it's letting things pass that are actually bothering you, right? And this is, again, putting a stop to that. It's like starting a new slate, and I want this to feel different. It already does, and I want to keep this fresh, honest energy. Beautiful. For some, it's a desire for new adventure, new opportunities to kind of test it out, right? To see how this energy will manifest into day-to-day reality. For masculines, we have the Fool, clarified by Two of Wands. Yeah, so for masculines, it essentially is just talking about new beginnings. And I actually like that the Fool's got a wand here, and so they both have wands, right? It's like this passion, this desire, and it's also a little bit of a desire for adventures and for proving themselves, right? Like, I've gotten all this knowledge, I want to use it now. That's essentially the Fool's journey, right? But it's like a beginning of a new cycle, but it doesn't mean that there hasn't been anything before that, right? Like, there was still life, there were still cycles and lessons. This is making a choice towards something that maybe is not as straightforward. This is going for something that the universe is pulling you towards, right? And I love the globe here, because to me that's another side of the world card. So essentially, you know, pretty synchronistic energies in that sense, right? Like, I want to see the world, I want to experience what the world has to offer. Additional question. 10 of Wands, clarified by 5 of Wands. Oof. Both quite burdensome energies, with tension, with triggers, right? This is more self-inflicted, this is from other people, right? And it's like, it's interesting that it's 5 and a 10, right? So it's like halfway through and then full cycle. So halfway through, some people threw some stuff on you and added to your burdens, to your triggers, to your insecurities, right? And they just made it so much harder. It's like whatever you already were holding, they added on top of it, and then together it was just, it became too much to bear, right? But what are the burdens that the twins want to release at this time? What are the triggers that they're releasing? Let's focus on the word trigger. I feel like this is key right now. 10 of Pentacles, clarified by King of Wands. Oh, that's interesting. This is like proving yourself in the world, right? Having public recognition. And this might well be the light worker mission. It doesn't have to be something 3D, right? It's not about that really. It's more like, I'll feel successful when other people recognize it. And I mean, it is to a certain extent kind of a definition of it, right? Otherwise you would use different words if it's just like you acknowledging that you like where you are in life. But regardless, like, this is the trigger. Am I successful or am I not, right? So removing the necessity to be in the public eye, to feel like you've making like a very big impact immediately, probably in a physical or pragmatic or financial way, right? Like, you don't need to do that to feel your importance, to feel your heritage, if you wish. For masculines, wow, Two of Cups, Ace of Swords. The trigger is deep emotional connection. The true deep emotional connection where there's nowhere to hide. It's like it's so crystal clear that there's nowhere to hide, and it's triggering. There's a lot of tension, and yes, this is about the twin flame connection. And it's actually, it sounds so amazing that the masculines are putting this behind them, and they want to experience this. They want to absorb it, to wear it like a suit, right? To live in it rather than run away from it like they used to. Because there is a strong feeling that that is where the truth lies, and there's something very authentic about it that they're leaning towards now that they've done enough healing. Messages from feminines to masculines. Five of Wands clarified by Three of Pentacles. Yes, so that's another Five of Wands, by the way. Feminines are saying that there's been a lot going on in life, and some of these partnerships have been beneficial and fruitful. Some of them were distracting and pulled a lot of energy from both twins, right? But regardless, the feminine is saying don't focus on the stuff that's bringing you down. Don't feel like it's a sign for you to stop, to not go on, to whatever. You're doing great. You're on the right track. Just be careful with who you're partnering with. So it's really, it gives you that extra drive. It gives the result. It gives the joy. If it's something else, leave it behind, because it's only gonna slow you down and maybe even discourage you. From masculines to feminines, oh my god, Lovers and Ten of Pentacles. This has been going on for the last months, I feel like. Masculines have such beautiful cards towards feminines. This is amazing. But anyway, so the masculines see this love, the future for this love, in a very practical way. It's like building a family, building a house, starting a family, creating the community, bringing people together, helping them find love just like you did. Like, I'm sensing this strong desire to help other people find their person, their love. Yeah, this is really beautiful and very sensitive. Like, I'm getting this energy of being emotional and like saying something like, I've never thought that I could meet someone who can make me feel this way, who can get me to this level of clarity and amazement and also purity, right? When my heart is blossoming, when I'm on cloud 9. And there's no, that's not Archangel, this is just Angel. But this angel is essentially, they can feel like there is divine guidance, or there is safety coming from the divine for this. Like, we're safe, we're protected. That's how they feel. And so they feel like they can go from the sort of survival mode and trying just to keep it together, to get into the thriving mode where they can really ideate the beautiful future and build it together with the feminine eventually. If not today, then one day. And trust me, they have that time in mind. Okay, I hope this was good for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm gonna leave it here. I love you all, and until next time, bye.